Ransford Beardsley was a steampunk pirate, feared by many and loved by few. His name struck fear into the hearts of his enemies, and his airship, the Black Pearl, was a symbol of power and wealth. One day, Ransford was taking a break from his latest expedition, enjoying a cup of coffee at a café when he saw a steampunk adventurer girl enter. She was wearing a leather jacket, goggles, and a bandana, and carried a small satchel. Ransford was immediately intrigued.
"Excuse me, miss. May I join you?"
Ransford asked, gesturing to the empty seat across from Portia.
Of course.
Portia replied, raising an eyebrow.
"I couldn't help but notice your intriguing attire. Might I have the pleasure of your company?"
Ransford asked, introducing himself.
Portia Primrose, adventurer.
Portia said, smiling. They talked for hours, exchanging stories of their travels and their dreams. They both shared a love of adventure and a thirst for knowledge. As the night drew on, Ransford realized he didn't want the night to end. He asked if Portia would like to continue their conversation, but somewhere more private. Portia agreed, and they left the café. Ransford led Portia to his airship, and they climbed aboard. Ransford showed Portia a device he had acquired on one of his adventures, a device created by Nikola Tesla that allowed for long-distance communication. He suggested they use it to continue their conversation even when they were apart. Portia was intrigued and agreed to give it a try. They used the device to talk to each other, sharing their thoughts and experiences. They soon discovered that they had much in common, and their conversations deepened their feelings for each other. Ransford and Portia continued to meet whenever their travels brought them to the same city. They would sit in the airship, sipping tea and talking for hours. They were falling in love, but they didn't want to admit it to each other. One day, Ransford suggested they go on a picnic to an island he had discovered on one of his journeys. He said he would take his airship, and Portia could come in her hot air balloon. Portia was thrilled at the idea, and they made arrangements to meet on the day of the picnic. When the day arrived, they met at the agreed-upon location, and Ransford helped Portia into his airship. They took off, soaring into the sky. As they flew over the clouds, Ransford reached for Portia's hand. They looked into each other's eyes and knew that they were meant to be together. When they arrived at the island, Ransford set up the picnic. They feasted on sandwiches and fruit, washed down with chilled champagne. As they sat there, watching the waves crash on the shore, Ransford finally found the courage to speak his heart.
"Portia, I've never felt this way about anyone before. I know we come from different worlds, but I can't imagine my life without you in it. Will you be mine?"
Portia was taken aback but then smiled.
Ransford, I felt the same way the very first time we met. Since that day my feelings had grown stronger. Come with me, my love, new adventures are upon us.
I'm Doktor Orfanik. If you want to see more Lego with Steampunk, please subscribe and comment at will. If you like it, press the like button.